My name is Helen. I am 68 years old, and this is the story of the day my own son asked me to leave the house I built with my life. For most of my years, I believed motherhood meant sacrifice. You give without counting, you love without limits, and you trust that one day your child will remember everything you did. I was wrong. I raised my son, Andrew, alone after his father died when he was just 9. From that day on, my entire world became about him. I worked 2 jobs, one during the day at a grocery store, another at night cleaning offices. I came home exhausted, but I never complained, because when Andrew smiled, it felt worth it. This house was bought with my sweat, my sleepless nights, my aching back. Every wall holds a memory. Andrew's first steps in the hallway, late-night homework at the kitchen table, birthday candles blown out in the living room. I told myself, one day he'll take care of me the way I took care of him. Years passed. Andrew grew up, got married, and asked if he and his wife could stay with me for a little while. They were saving money, he said. I said yes, without hesitation. Little by little, the house stopped feeling like mine. Furniture changed, rules changed, even my routines changed. If I woke up too early, it was making noise. If I cooked, the food was too old-fashioned. Still, I stayed quiet, because mothers are taught to endure. Then one evening, Andrew asked me to sit down. His wife stood behind him, arms crossed. "Mom," he said, not meeting my eyes, "we need to talk." My heart already knew. He cleared his throat. "We think it would be better if you moved out." Moved out. Of my house. He said they needed space, that I was too involved, that at my age I should consider something smaller. I couldn't speak. All I could think was, I gave you everything. I asked, where would I go? He shrugged. Maybe a senior apartment, or with a friend. A friend. I looked around the room where I once rocked him to sleep after nightmares, the same room where I skipped meals so he could eat better. And in that moment, I realized something painful. Love, when taken for granted, turns into entitlement. That night, I went to my room and cried quietly so they wouldn't hear, not because I was weak, but because something inside me finally broke. The next morning, I made a decision. I went to the bank. I reviewed the documents Andrew had never bothered to read. The house was still legally mine. I spoke to a lawyer. For the first time in years, I spoke for myself. 2 weeks later, I handed Andrew a letter. It said I was selling the house. His face went pale. He said, "You can't do that." I looked at him calmly and replied, "I already have." I used the money to buy a small, quiet home by the coast, a place filled with light, a place where no one made me feel like a burden. Andrew doesn't call much anymore, and that still hurts. But here's the truth I learned too late, and hope you learn sooner. Giving everything to someone doesn't guarantee gratitude, but choosing yourself, that guarantees peace. And for the first time in my life, I am at peace.